What a road to recovery. Hi, I'm Information Officer Nikta Turnbull, and welcome to this episode of A Look into 2018. Today we will be speaking with the Deputy Director for the Public Works Department, Mr. G. Navarro Donovan, who will give us an update on the road network. We'll also talk about the department plans for 2018 and how they are moving forward. Stay tuned for this episode of A Look into 2018. So we're back with the Deputy Director for the Public Works Department, Mr. G. Navarro Donovan. How are you?
I'm good, Nikita. Thank you for having me.
So much has happened in 2017, especially the last few months with the hurricanes that hit the road network pretty hard. Can you tell us the status of these road networks today?
Sure, indeed. Like you said, a lot has happened to the network, both the tropical storm and the hurricanes. They've made a tremendous impact in different sections in the road network. They remain pretty much the same in terms of the conditions. However, a lot has been going on behind the scenes to get those sections repaired. For example, we're right now currently working on packages to put out to tender soon on sections of the road network that's been completed with the designs. And that's something we're very excited about to see happen soon.
So basically you're saying the road network is still the same, but as you're doing patchwork, the overlay is the same, but the overlay is different, but underneath is still the same.
Yes, correct. The area we're standing on right now, this is between the roundabout in town by Bobby Supermarket, coming to Admin Drive intersection. We've done a temporary overlay in this area, as well as other areas in the city, and on the eastern end of the island too as well, with the intention of having those sections repaired in the long term.
The public may not understand why it takes so long for certain roads to be fixed, especially for the long term. Can you break down from beginning to end the process?
Yes, Nikita. What happens first is the engineers come on site, assess the area, surveyors come in, take elevations, measurements, etc. Pass that information that they collect in the field to the engineers. The engineers would then do the designs that would improve the areas where there would perhaps be bad runoff of road water surface, incorrect camber on the road realignment, that sort of stuff. So they would fix it in both the horizontal and vertical alignments to ensure that once it's completed, those deficiencies are corrected.
And for the short-term patchwork, how do you assess those roads to be fixed? Do you go around driving, or is there a maintenance schedule?
We do a bit of both. The Public Works Department has a maintenance schedule where we plan the week's activities for maintenance work on the road, as well as pedestrians or other road users. If they identify or see or notice something on the road, there's numbers and contact information that they pass it on to us, and we add those to the list of sections that we've already identified to work on.
Thank you, Mr. Donovan. We'll be back with more updates about the road network. You have been watching A Look into 2018.
Here are some guidelines for building development during the recovery process. The Planning Authority, through the Town and Country Planning Department, is the starting point for development applications, including severely damaged houses that will require a total rebuild, while the Building Authority, housed at the Public Works Department, is responsible for permitting roof and other renovations. As always, any department-related inquiries or concerns should be directed either to the Building Authority or the Town and Country Planning Department at 468-2158 or in person at the ground floor of the West Wing of the Central Administration Complex.
We're back with the Deputy Director for the Public Works Department, Mr. G. Navarro Donovan. So, as we were talking about, which major roads will you be working on this year?
For this year, we've identified on Tortola 19 to 22 or 23 locations that were damaged by the hurricanes and the tropical storm. On Virgin Gorda, we've identified an additional 5. We haven't visited the other sister islands, and we intend to do that shortly. But for right now, going forward, we are looking at Paraquita Bay in the vicinity of the HLS Community College, as well as the eastern end of the island from the police station in Long Look, coming back up to Five Girls Supermarket, as areas that we will put out to tender, like I mentioned before, as well as in the city from the roundabout at Bobby's Supermarket down to the roundabout at Prospect Reef. Those are the areas that we've identified for immediate works.
Will there be any new partnerships to ensure that the roads that you've mentioned are built stronger?
Yes, we've partnered with DFID from the UK, and they have a consultant attached to the ministry, as well as another consultant attached to the Public Works Department. And we've been working hand in hand to get these sections identified, improved much better.
So are there any other plans for the department other than roads?
Yes, Nikita, what you would have noticed with the damage that happened to the roads, majority of it was because of water coming onto the roads to damage the roads. So what we intend to do is do an aggressive campaign to clean the guts and drains, to make sure that they're clear and clean and opened to avoid water runoff and reduce the risk of water runoff to the roads. So that is one thing we want to implement.
Thank you, Mr. Donovan, for giving us an update on the road network.
Thank you for having me.
You have been tuned into this episode of A Look Into 2018 with the Deputy Director for the Public Works Department, Mr. G. Navarro Donovan. I am Information Officer Nisa Turnbull, and until next time, stay abreast with all government news by visiting our Facebook page at BVI Government or visiting our website at www.bvi.gov.vg. Again, until next time, stay positive.